In the world of music, where rap giants clash and tensions soar, a major feud erupted between Diddy and Drake that ripped the music industry. Just when things seemed to settle, 50 Cent entered the fray, adding fuel to the fire with his own perspective. It's a whirlwind of drama and intrigue that has everyone talking. What insights does 50 Cent, with his wealth of experience and insider knowledge, bring to light about this epic feud? Join us as we reveal the juicy details and uncover the truth behind that unforgettable day. Number 1. Chaotic face-off at DJ Kid's birthday. It's a wild night at Club Live, DJ Kid's birthday bash, and the energy is off the charts. And amidst all the glitz and glamour, there's some serious beef brewing between two rap giants, Diddy and Drake. It was all about a beat that had set the entire music industry on fire. Some say it started with a track called 0 to 100 The Catch-Up, a beat so hot it could melt steel beams. But here's the real kicker. Who actually cooked up that genius beat? That's the million-dollar question that had Diddy and Drake throwing shade at each other like there's no tomorrow, causing a commotion even MTV couldn't handle.
If you want to rap or sing or whatever, don't become a part of the game.
Back in 2014, there was a major showdown between Diddy and Drake that had tongues wagging. These two heavyweights in the music game, stirring up drama like it's their day job. Now, different news outlets had their own take on what went down. Some claimed Diddy just gave Drake a little slap on the wrist, while others insisted it was a full-on punch. As for the details, well, they were about as clear as mud. Diddy wasn't exactly thrilled with Drake. Nope, not one bit. There was some serious bad blood bubbling between them. But despite all the tension swirling around, Drake played it cool as a cucumber. He's got that laid-back, brotherly vibe. So when people started whispering about beef between them, Drake just shrugged it off like it was no biggie. Like brushing lint off a fancy suit, he just kept on strutting his stuff. The hip-hop world was left reeling by the whole debacle. It was like a bomb went off and everyone was left scratching their heads. There were rumors and gossip swirling around about Diddy's rough past, which only added fuel to the fire. Even after things settled down, the fallout from that brawl hung in the air like a dense fog, leaving its mark on the rap scene for years to come. What was it that pushed Diddy over the edge with Drake? That's the burning question everyone's dying to get answered. And could 50 have had a role to play in all of it? Number 2. The unstoppable drama detective of hip-hop. Whenever Diddy finds himself in a sticky situation, it's almost a given that 50 Cent will pop up, adding even more spice to the mix. It's as if 50 Cent has this innate knack for sniffing out controversy.
That fits it reminds you of who is this guy?
Like he's got some sort of sixth sense for it. He's like a detective, but instead of solving crimes, he's always on the lookout for the next big scandal. Picture him as this relentless investigator, tirelessly scouring the industry for any hint of drama. Whether it's subtle murmurs behind closed doors or the latest hot gossip making its rounds, you can always count on 50 Cent to be the first to spill all the details.
Fortunately, for some people, it's tough to accept that you got a white artist that does it better than black artists. It is what it is.
When the drama hits the fan, 50 Cent doesn't just stand on the sidelines. Oh no, he's the guy who rushes straight into the chaos, armed not just with popcorn, but with a treasure trove of insider knowledge and backstage stories. Picture him as the intrepid explorer of celebrity drama, boldly venturing into the murky depths of Diddy's world. And he's not afraid to shine a spotlight on the shady side of things. While others might tiptoe around sensitive topics, 50 Cent marches right up to them, ready to spill the tea.
What that was about. And what that was about was he got an idea. And it ain't the same idea I got. Mine's work, obviously.
He's like that friend who's always got the juiciest gossip, except in this case, he's not afraid to spill it all out there for the world to see. From dropping bombshells on social media to having heart-to-heart chats with anyone who'll listen, 50 Cent is the epitome of unfiltered honesty. He's like a breath of fresh air in a world of carefully curated images and PR spin. Love him or hate him, you've got to admire his fearlessness when it comes to speaking his mind and exposing the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it might be. In the realm of hip-hop, where egos clash and alliances shift like the tides, 50 Cent stands as a bold provocateur, unafraid to bend the rules and stir the pot. With his fearless attitude and knack for uncovering scandal, he's earned a reputation as a maverick in the industry, a master of controversy, who always seems to be one step ahead of the game. Surprisingly, 50 Cent, who's known for causing a stir in the rap world, spilled some tea about the beef between Diddy and Drake. According to 50, the clash between these two big shots in the business started over a potential hit song. It seems like Diddy's knack for picking out hit songs isn't what it used to be. Back in the late 90s and early 2000s, he was on fire, but lately, he's lost his touch. This slip-up in his ability to spot hits lit the fuse that ignited the feud between him and Drake. But the duo's friendship goes way back, and theirs was one of the realest. Number 3. A complicated friendship. Back in 2010, when Drake and Diddy were inseparable buddies, practically joined at the hip, they had a genuine connection, like they were meant to be friends. Diddy, sensing a rift or just wanting to solidify their bond, made a concerted effort to mend any potential cracks by featuring Drake on the track Loving You No More from his album Last Train to Paris. It was more than just collaboration. It was a statement of friendship, a declaration that they were in it together. And it seemed to work wonders as their camaraderie appeared to deepen after that musical collaboration. But Drake didn't stop there. He went above and beyond, extending a heartfelt invitation to Diddy and Mace to share the spotlight with him at his highly anticipated 2013 OVO Fest. It was a gesture that spoke volumes about Drake's commitment to their friendship, his willingness to bridge any divides, and his desire to showcase their unity to the world. Drake, the rap sensation, finds himself rubbing shoulders with none other than Diddy, the heavyweight of the music industry. For Drake, it's like stepping into a dreamland, where he's finally made it to the big leagues. And guess what? Diddy's feeling the vibe too, declaring their time together as one of the absolute highs of his life. But amidst the glitz and glamour, there's a subplot unfolding, a plot twist that catches them off guard. While Drake wears his admiration for Diddy like a badge of honor, there's a shadow looming over their camaraderie. You see, Drake has always looked up to Diddy, seeing him as a beacon of success since his formative years. However, beneath the surface of their seemingly flawless friendship, tensions are simmering. It's like a garden of dissent, with seeds of disagreement quietly sprouting, unbeknownst to them. Despite the polished exterior, cracks are beginning to show, hinting at an underlying conflict that threatens to disrupt their seemingly perfect harmony. The feud between Drake and Diddy started at a huge show in Miami's Club Live back in 2014.
As you might know by now, Drake and Diddy got into some sort of altercation early Monday morning at the Miami nightclub LIV.
Everything seemed set for a fantastic performance, with the crowd pumped and the music thumping. But instead of a seamless collaboration, the atmosphere turned sour. It was like the excitement in the air hit its peak, and suddenly, the place was alive with tension. Drake, perhaps feeling a tad jittery or just acting on impulse, boldly snatched the microphone from Diddy. It was a bold move that reverberated throughout the venue, leaving everyone stunned. Diddy, also known as Brother Love, looked a bit bewildered, trying to come to terms with the sudden absence of the mic. This unexpected incident threw off the performance and added an edgy twist to what was supposed to be a harmonious musical partnership. It was a moment that grabbed everyone's attention. And left them wondering what would happen next in this unfolding drama. Diddy probably felt really upset by what happened, like someone doubted his experience and importance in the industry. It's like when someone questions your knowledge or skills. It can sting, right? So, this whole situation ended up putting a real strain on Diddy and Drake's relationship. We're still scratching our heads trying to figure out why Drake acted the way he did. Been in the game for years, making waves, earning respect, and building your empire. Then out of nowhere, someone comes along and disrespects you, like they're challenging everything you've worked so hard for. That's how Diddy might have felt when this incident went down. It's not just about a single moment. It's about the years of dedication and hustle being called into question. And think about it. When someone questions your authority or status, it's not just a jab at your ego. It's like they're undermining your whole journey, all the blood, sweat, and tears you've poured into your craft. So naturally, tensions ran high between Diddy and Drake after this incident. It's like a crack in the foundation of their relationship, and it's hard to ignore.
Like, what made you put hands on Drake?
I did not put hands on Drake.
Oh.
And I do not want any problems with Drake.
The irony of the situation gets even stronger when you consider the song Drake was playing when his mic got taken. It was Worst Behavior, and it's like the lyrics of the song became real right in that moment. Drake unintentionally acted out the title of the song in a moment of impulsiveness or strong feelings. And as all this drama unfolded, Worst Behavior was playing in the background, making everything even more complicated and interesting. So, there's this whole debate swirling around about why Drake did what he did. Some say he did it on purpose, to flex his power or maybe to stir up drama intentionally. But there's another side to it. Some think he just got caught up in the heat of the moment, like when you're in the middle of something and you don't really think it through. But here's the twist. Drake might not have even realized the impact of his actions until later, after the show was over. He's up there on stage, feeling the rush of performing live and the crowd going wild. In all that excitement, it's easy to lose sight of what's right and wrong. And a lot of people believe this incident kicked off the tension between Drake and Diddy, setting the stage for what came next.
It was my record, and then, somehow there became, just a misunderstanding because we was working with the same producers.
The event that kicked things off was just the tip of the iceberg. What started as a disagreement soon ballooned into a full-blown feud that dragged on for months. And it didn't just stay verbal. Nope, things got physical real fast. Number 4, the staggering rise and fall of 0 to 100. It all began with a single song, 0 to 100. This track, with its infectious beat and mesmerizing lyrics, quickly became more than just a hit.
Being on some chill shit, we go 0 to 100. Baby on that rap to pay the bill shit. I don't feel that shit, not even a little bit. Oh no.
It became a symbol of the simmering tension between two of the genre's biggest names. But when producer Frank Dukes entered the picture, the situation took an unexpected turn. Suddenly, it wasn't just about the song anymore. It was about ownership, rights, and creative control. The once promising collaboration morphed into a tangled web of drama and confusion, with each party vying for dominance in the cutthroat world of hip-hop. At the center of this maelstrom was Boy Wanda, a producer whose role in creating the beat added yet another layer of complexity to the unfolding drama. Boy Wanda's journey began innocently enough, as he found himself in the studio with Diddy when they first received the beat from Frank Dukes. What followed was a whirlwind of inspiration and creativity, as Boy Wanda seized the opportunity to refine the beat and make it his own. His excitement was palpable as he worked tirelessly to perfect the sound, dreaming of the day he would present it to Diddy as a masterpiece in the making.
0 to 100 was initially a record that, was my record, and then, there became, just a misunderstanding because we was working with the same producers.
However, fate had other plans. When Boy Wanda finally unveiled his creation to Diddy, the response was not what he had hoped for. Diddy, perhaps blinded by his own vision, rejected the beat outright, leaving Boy Wanda feeling dejected and disillusioned. It was a crushing blow to his aspirations, as he struggled to come to terms with the realization that his dream may never be realized. But just when all hope seemed lost, a flicker of opportunity emerged on the horizon. Diddy, sensing the untapped potential of the beat, had a change of heart and reached out to Drake with a proposition. Collaborate on a song using Boy Wanda's beat. It was a chance for redemption, a shot at redemption in the eyes of his idol, and Boy Wanda seized it with both hands. What followed was a flurry of creative energy, as Drake poured his soul into crafting the perfect verse to complement Boy Wanda's beat. It was a collaboration unlike any other, a fusion of talent and ambition that promised to reshape the landscape of hip-hop. But as the song took shape, tensions between Diddy and Drake began to simmer beneath the surface, threatening to boil over at any moment. When Drake finally unveiled the finished song, High Hopes, to Diddy, he was met with a cold reception. Diddy, unimpressed by Drake's efforts, dismissed the song outright, casting a shadow of doubt over their collaboration. It was a moment of reckoning, a harsh reminder of the fragile nature of artistic expression in the cutthroat world of hip-hop. But Drake refused to be deterred. Instead of allowing High Hopes to fade into obscurity, he made a bold decision to share the song with the world, posting it on SoundCloud for all to hear. It was a move born out of defiance, a refusal to let Diddy's rejection define his creative vision. And to everyone's surprise, the song took on a life of its own, exploding into the mainstream and cementing Drake's status as a force to be reckoned with in the world of hip-hop.
Diddy sat on the song and didn't take it. Meanwhile, Drake wanted the song, recorded it in the studio, and since then, it's gone on to receive 2 Grammy nominations.
As High Hopes climbed its way up the charts, Diddy found himself wrestling with his own shortcomings. While everyone else was jamming to Drake's tune, he couldn't help but feel a pang of regret and sadness. It was tough for him to swallow, a stark reminder that success in the music biz can slip through your fingers in the blink of an eye. Meanwhile, tensions between Drake and Diddy continued to escalate, reaching a boiling point when they unexpectedly crossed paths at a Miami bar. In a moment, fraught with unresolved beef and simmering resentment, their encounter quickly devolved into a heated confrontation, leaving bystanders stunned and bewildered. As whispers of their clash raced through the hip-hop world, everyone was asking the same question. What had sparked this intense showdown between 2 giants? Was it a clash of pride, a fight to be the best, or maybe something deeper and more personal? Whatever the reason, one thing was obvious. The feud between Diddy and Drake had hit a critical moment, like a fire raging out of control, ready to engulf them both. Amidst all the chaos and drama, there was one thing that remained crystal clear: music's remarkable ability to unite people, regardless of their differences. It's like a superpower. When everything else was uncertain, the music stood firm, showcasing its enchanting influence to everyone. It's a reminder of the incredible impact creativity and fresh ideas can have in the unpredictable realm of hip-hop. And so, as the dust settled and the echoes of their conflict faded away, Diddy and Drake found themselves reflecting on the journey that had led them to this moment. It was a roller coaster ride filled with ups and downs, wins and losses, but through it all, they emerged stronger and more resilient than ever. Because in the world of hip-hop, where legends are born and dreams come to life, there's no greater testament to the power of music than the enduring legacy of Diddy and Drake. Number 5. The hidden scars of their clash. Words flew like arrows in the heat of the moment, tempers reaching boiling points until finally it happened.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Diddy's hand connected with Drake's cheek in a resounding slap heard round the world.
Diddy's camp said Drake blew him off, and that's when Diddy told Drake, "You'll never disrespect me," and then punched him.
It was a moment charged with tension, like a bolt of lightning striking the earth after years of rumbling thunder. The clash between these titans of the hip-hop world was nothing short of legendary. But hold on tight, because the drama didn't stop there. In the aftermath of the argument, chaos erupted like a volcano, fists flying and tempers soaring to new heights. What began as a simple disagreement quickly escalated into a full-blown brawl, catching everyone off guard. Amidst the frenzy, Drake suffered a serious injury. His shoulder dislocated in the heat of the moment. Rumors spread like wildfire about his urgent need for medical attention, and before anyone knew it, he found himself confined to a wheelchair. Talk about a plot twist in the heat of the moment. Despite the flurry of gossip and conflicting accounts swirling around, one thing remained crystal clear. The situation between Drake and Diddy had spiraled out of control, leaving both men not only physically injured, but emotionally scarred as well. And to add fuel to the fire, they had to navigate the awkwardness of wheeling Drake back to the hotel in Miami, a scene straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. Diddy repeatedly denied landing the punch that left Drake reeling.
I did not put hands on Drake.
Oh.
And I do not want any problems with Drake.
But according to sources like 50 Cent, the blow did indeed connect. However, with no video evidence to substantiate the claim, the truth remains shrouded in mystery. Adding to the intrigue, another individual, known simply as Charlotte Mann, corroborated the incident, despite the lack of visual proof. From conversations with insiders privy to the details, the events of that fateful night continue to be a subject of speculation and debate. While Drake refrained from retaliating, it was clear that he had allies ready to defend his honor. Jay Prince, a key figure in the hip-hop community, stepped in to caution Diddy against further aggression, emphasizing Drake's familial ties and the consequences of crossing him. It was a clear message to the bullies. Drake was not alone in this battle, and Diddy would do well to heed the warning. Jay Prince emerged as the voice of reason in the midst of the chaos, leveraging his influence and rapport with both parties to maintain peace. Recognizing the potential repercussions of Diddy's actions, he wasted no time in asserting Drake's importance and making it abundantly clear that any further transgressions would not be taken lightly. It was a display of solidarity and strength, ensuring that Drake's interests were protected against any potential threats. In a bold move, Jay Prince sought out Diddy for a frank discussion, using his stature and reputation to convey a stern message. By asserting Drake's boundaries and reinforcing the consequences of overstepping them, he effectively safeguarded Drake's future in the industry. It was a strategic maneuver akin to navigating stormy waters, ensuring that Drake's career remained on course amidst turbulent seas. In the end, Drake's response wasn't just a knee-jerk reaction, it was a strategic move to protect his career and image. By drawing lines and rallying support from key figures like Jay Prince, he made it crystal clear to Diddy and everyone else in the rap scene. He wouldn't stand for anything that jeopardized his prosperity or reputation. But this feud was only just blowing up. Number 6. The explosive clash. Between Drake and Diddy, Drake's reaction to the clash with Diddy wasn't a spontaneous outburst. It brewed beneath the surface, gradually intensifying over the course of about a year. Like a smoldering ember waiting for the right moment, Drake's feelings of frustration and resentment grew quietly but steadily. Then, when the tension finally reached its breaking point, it erupted into a fiery confrontation that reverberated like the crackle of fireworks on the 4th of July. The buildup of emotions and unresolved issues lent an explosive energy to the confrontation, making it a dramatic and unforgettable moment in the ongoing saga between Drake and Diddy. Drake released a track called 4 p.m. in Calabasas, and it was packed with all sorts of subtle nods and clever jabs aimed directly at his former foe. It was as if he was engaged in a game of verbal chess, maneuvering his words with finesse. Drake didn't just throw shade, he carefully crafted his lyrics like a skilled artisan, incorporating references to Diddy's music and persona to deliver some serious verbal blows that hit hard. It was like witnessing a maestro at work. That teasing remark really struck a chord, teasing Diddy about his long career in music and showcasing Drake's own power. He couldn't help but giggle, almost imitating Diddy's unique laugh. It felt like they transformed his famous chuckle into a fun tune. and bringing up No Way Out? That was a smart reference to Diddy's first album, recognizing both his earlier triumphs and where he stands now. But Drake didn't stop at one dig in his music. No way. He continued to poke fun at Diddy like a mischievous cat toying with a mouse. He didn't hold back, even likening Diddy to Leonardo DiCaprio. That's like comparing apples to oranges, right? But Drake wasn't just playing around, he was playing mind games. By comparing Diddy's denials to Leo's acting skills, he made people question Diddy's honesty. And dropping a line about Diddy's past collaborations with Mace was basically saying, hey, remember when you were on top? Well, not anymore. It was like saying, you used to be cool, but now? With each carefully crafted barb, Drake skillfully chipped away at Diddy's reputation, leaving him vulnerable to scrutiny and doubt. Then, in a stroke of brilliance, Drake turned one of Diddy's famous lines on its head. It was like saying, nice try, but I can do it better. And with 4 p.m. in Calabasas, Drake wrapped up the whole ordeal. It was like saying, that's all, folks. But you know, in a much cooler way. When Drake decided to confront Diddy, he didn't mince words. He thought long and hard about what he wanted to say, making sure to get his point across loud and clear. He knew both their music images and how the public saw them, so he used that knowledge to deliver a blistering response that left no room for doubt about where he stood. As the night unfolded in the vibrant ambiance of the club, it seemed like any other hip-hop gathering brimming with energy and excitement. But beneath the surface, tensions simmered. The competitive spirit of the genre, fueled by egos and aspirations, hung thick in the air, turning casual exchanges into sharp verbal jabs. Every word spoken carried weight, charged with the intensity of the moment. The room crackled with the electricity of confrontation, each syllable cutting through the air like a sharpened blade, and then, in a heartbeat that stretched into eternity, the tension reached its peak. The room pulsated with energy as Diddy's fist collided with Drake's, sending shockwaves through the air that seemed to freeze time for a moment. Amidst the chaos of bustling bodies and flashing lights, gasps rippled through the crowd like waves, with everyone reaching for their phones to capture the intense moment unfolding before them. As the dust settled and the commotion subsided, conflicting reports emerged about what had transpired. Some whispered of Drake sustaining injuries, with rumors swirling about a possible dislocated shoulder. Others dismissed the incident as a fleeting scuffle, overshadowed by the heated emotions of the moment. Yet, regardless of the varying accounts, one undeniable truth remained. The clash between Diddy and Drake had left an indelible mark on those who bore witness to it. In the track Can't Hold Me Down, by Diddy and M, there's this neat little moment at the end where Drake jumps in, paying homage to Diddy's iconic "Can't Stop, Won't Stop" mantra. He even throws in a nod to another Diddy line, "I'ma make you dance to this." It's like a subtle tip of the hat to Diddy's signature style. It's fascinating to observe how Diddy and Drake, despite their past tensions, seem to have patched things up. But hey, in the unpredictable world of hip-hop, you never know when old sparks might reignite. So, what do you think might be the next unexpected twist in this hip-hop journey? Let us know in the comments section. Don't forget the like and follow the bottom.